Good afternoon. Welcome to the New York session. I hope you're doing well. So here we go with the forecast and what I was expecting the dollar index to do. We do have the dollar index going above the up candle as we identified yesterday, and like I said, price is gonna reach for the 100 key level, which is this high over here. Okay, and looking at what price is currently doing, I think if is a understatement, simply because as it stands, we've come back above the down candle opening price. So the down candle's opening price is right here. That's the down candle's opening price right there, and we've gone above it here. Okay, so in my opinion, price is about to expand up. And what I was going to say earlier, since this area is an accumulation because there was a lot of consolidation, so all that happened in here was price buying, we might be going up for some time. Okay, we might be going up for some time. So I don't think we will take out this high and then reverse, especially with the current down candle that is printing. I don't think we'll go above that high and then reverse. I don't think that's the case. So once we go above this high, I'll be expecting a continuation, because we have placed in a low here, we've placed in a low here, and we've placed in another low. So we have 3 lows, and technically that should give you what we call a divergence. Oops, let's use the drawing. So this gives you a divergence, and then this gave even a bigger one. So that's accumulation. Okay, so as price was making lows, the RSI was making highs. That's a sign of accumulation. Therefore, this low, in my opinion, is a strong low. This low here, hence price is gonna go up. Okay, so for now, let's look for the 125 level or 100.25 level, and then beyond that we will look at it on a day-to-day basis. Okay, so let's look at 1 day at a time for this, and then during the course of October, November, December, we'll take it on a day-to-day basis. So that will give you euro to continue going down. We spoke about that yesterday. Euro will continue going down. Downside objective has already been given. We are almost there. Yesterday was a nice sell-off. Even today, this morning, we had a nice sell-off as well. I was tempted to sell short as soon as this candle close and place my stop loss here and look for continuation to the downside. That is the best idea on the euro as it stands. The up candle should hold and price continue going down. Okay, so look for continuation to the downside on euro. The downside objectives are as follows. 1.1516, 1.1477, then ultimately 1.1437. Those are the downside objectives. On the British pound, that also dropped beautifully, and I'm glad I shorted British pound. We spoke about quickly Euro pound yesterday, that the moment we come to that fair value gap, and if you remember, I said that is where it's coming, because that's the only thing price needs to rebalance, because price is coming down. It's coming for a reason. It's either it's coming for a swing low or it's coming for a fair value gap, and the reason being, price has already taken out stop losses, which was the basis of the initial move. This initial move here, price has already taken stop losses. So if it's coming back down, then it's only coming for rebalancing, which we had this New York session gap, and price did reverse nicely away from there. And then this morning, news event came in and it made it even more nicer. Okay, so that was a perfect trade. If you took this trade, there was zero drawdown on this. Okay, absolutely zero drawdown. And the targets that I gave, 0.8751. Those are your upside objectives. So as long as we are good on the upside, British pound is also good to the downside. So 1.3216, that's our downside objective for the British pound. If you want to sell any pullback into that new London session fair value gap, you can sell it and place your stop loss above the up candle. Okay, so that is that for the British pound and the Euro pound. Then we can go on to the gold market. Gold market has also reached the two upside objectives that I gave, which was 4,001 and then 4,150. So we've reached 4,001 and then 4,150. The next will be to 4,002. So let's calibrate 4,002. Okay, so that's the next upside objective, 4,002. We did have a drop in London session. I think that drop was a pullback, retracement, and we are likely going to continue going up. As I mentioned, any drop that happens, do not see it as a sell, see it as a buy. So as soon as it drops and it shows willingness, it wants to go up, especially in a kill zone, then you basically go in and you look for buy. And that is what I did this morning. I actually added to my position. It took out this low into this fair value gap and then rejected. So I'm long on gold, looking for 4,002. Crude oil, we've come back into that gap again. We couldn't even pull back properly. So the downside still remains 55.12. That is the target. Okay, anything going up is just a pullback. It will resume going down anyway. So I didn't get any trade on this for some reason. It didn't give me an entry, so I'm not in this trade, but I'll be watching. Next one being the ES. So ES that is also, like I mentioned, bullish for the month of October. Now, yesterday was Monday, so we've taken out Monday's low, and then so far it's rejecting. I want to see price go back above this. That's when I'll gain confidence to actually buy. Okay, I want to see price go above that up candle, and then once we do that, then I'll be interested in buying. Now, where we are is not bad. You can buy, but if you are doing, make sure you place your stop loss below the down candle. And then you look for continuation to the upside, because that's where you'll be protected. We think we only came back into the gap, and then price has rejected, so look for continuation to the upside on ES. If anything comes back down and breaks out the low that was formed on Friday, then that's it. Maybe price might be going down a little bit more before we resume going up. So unless we take our Friday's low, we are looking for higher prices. Okay, so that is that on the currency side. Now let's move on to the crypto side. Sorry guys, just give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, I'm back. I apologize. Okay, so here we have the Bitcoin market. Now, with what has happened so far, I think the signs was there yesterday with the market not being able to close above previous day's high. With today's price action, we are closing through this fair value gap, and that is not a good thing. Okay, we are closing through it, and that is not a good thing, because if we were to go up, we should respect it. So unless the day closes, everything is possible. They can reject and go back up again. So how today is gonna close will have a huge impact on what price is gonna do going forward. So unfortunately, we will have to wait for today's market closure to confirm whether we will close through that fair value gap or we will respect it, because respecting it will require price to reject and come back up by the end of the day. Okay, so by the end of the day, price will have to reject and come all the way back above the fair value gap. If we do that, that is when price direction to the upside will continue. If we don't do that, then we might be in for some another drop, which in my opinion, that would be an area of distribution. Therefore, we might be going much lower than this. Okay, so it's very, very crucial that today potentially come back up again, because if not, then this will be an area of distribution, and then another drop will happen, and then maybe you might be in a downtrend. All right, so let's see today's closure, and that goes the same way for Ethereum. It's still inside the gap, so that's a positive thing. But let's see how the day will close. Ripple, not the best, because we don't even have a fair value gap, so this can just continue going down. But most of it is going to depend on what Bitcoin is going to do. Then this will mimic Bitcoin's movement. So keep an eye on Bitcoin, and let's see. XRP, same thing. But with XRP, the wick is so long that I do not see price going for that low at 1.3. Price going all the way down to 1.3. That would be the probably the most scariest thing ever. So let's see how Bitcoin is gonna do, because where we are right now, I think buyers can come in. We are at a level where buyers can actually step into the crypto market and buy XRP. So I'll keep an eye on Bitcoin. If anything is worth buying, probably Ripple. If something is worth buying, I think Ripple. And then let's see. Okay, so hype. Yesterday we did get a big move away from there, but it couldn't break this high. On the daily, similar to Bitcoin, right? We need price not to come back for this low, because if we come back for this low, that is not good. Okay, if we come back for this low, that is not good. We need price to show that it can continue going up. Okay, we need price to show it can continue going up. So if we don't sustain this low, then price is it's gonna struggle to go up. And like I said, price will trend. Okay, price is gonna trend during the month of October, November, December. So if it's trending and it trends down, definitely that's also an opportunity. Okay, trading wise. Investment wise, maybe not, because investment you want to buy and hold for price to go up. Even with investment, you don't have to necessarily always buy and hold to make money. You can sell and hold to make money. You just need to understand the mechanisms. So that's when it's selling long term, you can sell and hold, make money, or you can buy and hold and make money. Okay, so Bitcoin or the currencies is not limited to just buying. The crypto market is not limited to just buying and holding. You can trade both sides. Okay. AI16, that has also pulled back into the fair value gap. So let's see how again today is gonna end. I'm suspecting it could be a reaccumulation because of how the drop has happened. So let's see how the day is gonna end, because if we stay above this fair value gap, we might see one up candle trade through that. Okay, and then finally Chachki, Chachki is also struggling. I think I made mention of this daily up candle. It's struggling to make a new high, which is understandable because it's very bearish, right? So this is not nowhere near all the other currencies or cryptocurrencies, because this is extremely bearish. So selling approved unless we break this up candle. Okay, so let's go back to and then dollar index. I think with the London session fair value gap, if New York session pulls back to it, go to euro, go to British pound, look for sale, or euro pound. Euro pound is not bad pay. At exactly 2 p.m. we will close above this down candle, and then if you've missed the move, you can actually buy with those that bought down here to continue going up. All right, so that is the best, I think, trade so far for today. The euro pound going higher, and possibly British pound against the dollar going down. Okay, that's the best possible trades for today. Okay, all right, so let me leave you all. I think today is Tuesday, still early days of the week, but there are opportunities, so you can take advantage of them. Be patient with gold a lot, because gold is just too bullish. So buying, you need to be cautious. I'm not saying go and sell, but be cautious about your buying. All right, so have a wonderful day. I'll see you same time tomorrow. We'll see what the market will have for us. Take care.